Hey everyone, once again here with Cruel Centru, Cruel Centru here with Champions Online. Alright, so Silver Avenger mate Sanchez, we're going to turn in that mission to her. Alright. That's the one that didn't work. Oh, here we go. Island Invitation. I better run this up the chain to my superiors. I've heard some disturbing rumors about what's going on in Monster Island. You know, one of these days you might want to check into it. Now, of course, we need you right here, continuing your good work in Millennium City. Yep, and then we can turn it in. Thanks for finding this, Rogos. We can pass this info on. Alright. It's too bad the mission won't work. That still irritated me, just a hint. Alright, so basically at this point we don't have much of anything left. We've got to go collect some mind control devices. I find that this is one of the ones that always ends up like that. Oh, and I already checked over these. I need to find someone to sell to. Forgot to do that, but other than that, we're pretty much done with that. So, nothing spectacular there. That being said, we're just going to basically collect some devices, which, again, I have a specific area I tend to go to, and then we'll be good. Oh, and apparently, for the last few videos, I forgot that I had to unequip the head slot for those holographic glasses, or holographic disruption glasses. And as a result, I did not have this equipped all that time. I'm curious, does this make much of an impact here? A little bit. Yeah, from, what was it, like... Yeah, I think it was like 75% resistance on the original one to 88 or something like that. I don't know. It's a little bit stronger. Either way, kind of feeling a little dumb, but it happens. Alright. So we got a ton of these guys around. This is usually where I go, because you can get plenty of them from here. Alright. Now we can definitely do better. Oh, gotta get the bots going. Gotta remember that. I don't know why. Sometimes I have a lot of trouble remembering that. I guess it's just because it's something you do once, and it's almost like a fire and forget, and so I just kind of forget about it. Well, at least I got the forget part. I just gotta get the fire part down. Alright. Oh no, that's someone else. Alright. Okay. Get that going. You see, that time it applied the fear almost right away. Oh, gotta block that. Yeah. Simple enough. I think the tree was blocking one of the two bots from firing on him, but clearly that guy didn't last long anyways. So not a big deal. Thing is, even though you can get multiple mind control devices from a single drop, they're not exactly the fastest firing, or the fastest drop rate, highest drop rate. Brain didn't want to work. Clearly. Anyways. There we go. Now, of course, there are a lot of ways to build characters, and a lot of pet builds, too. This is just one of countless ways. Well, maybe not countless, but a large number of ways to do it. But it gives you some general ideas as to what you might consider as one possible option. See, we got like 3 in 1 that time. You know, 3 mind control devices from one drop. It's just that they don't necessarily drop that often. It's really not that bad. But, in any case... Oh, gotta block that. Don't want to get a piece of concrete in the face. And by a piece of concrete, I mean large, you know, a couple foot across chunk. Several of them. That would be bad. Alright. Wow. Maybe it's just that they're like 3 levels below me, but this feels a lot easier than it just was. It could be that it's been just the lack of AoE that's making that much of a difference. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. More mind control devices, another bit of mind control devices. We're not, see, up to 13. It's not too bad. It's just that after you've gotten used to kind of almost being spoiled by having so many of them like that, where they go by so quickly. Okay, that was an actual item drop that time. So that one's not going to count. Okay. And one of the interesting things about this is that you can actually give pet commands while doing a lifesteal. Just something to throw out there. Or not lifesteal, but I was doing a lifesteal, and it does work. What I meant to say was you can give pet commands while you're actually using other powers. So you don't have to interrupt your blocking or your attacks or something like that in order to give a pet command. So that can actually be quite handy. It's like there I can block and still be giving the pet commands. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Some more of that going. Okay. Ah, right. Another one of these. So I think the next area may already be to the point to where we're not going to actually be able to use those anymore. And I'm only a third of the way through. Okay. Make sure you get the pets up and everything. It's a smaller number than usual. Just fine. Ah, I see. They appear to be in split. So this guy came out of seemingly nowhere. Ah, good. We're up to 14. You know, I'm not sure what it is. Right now, this feels like silent somehow. I know there's no music, but there's frequently no music because they don't actually let the music repeat in this game. City of Heroes was like that too. I think it's actually pretty common in MMOs, but personally I prefer to have background music. Just keep it a little bit more low-key and with some good variety. I say low-key just because of the fact that honestly you're going to hear it a lot. You don't want it to be too intrusive. That's just been my experience. It works better that way. Alright. I think we've just about circled the entire area here. Yep, there's those guys. Okay. Having to check over there. Make sure these bots are still working. And these types of missions, I'll be honest, tend to bore me. Oh good, we got 3 at once. Speaking of boring me, I don't like having to do this longer than I have to, so when I see something like that, it's like, yes! The breakthrough. We only need 3 more and we're done with this stupid thing. Oh man, is this going to be the entire episode? Probably. Well, we got what we need, but I can't pick it up until I finish this guy from the looks of it. Come on guys, transform? Okay, for a moment there it looked like they weren't all working. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we actually have 1 extra. Alright. That works. Whew. Okay. We are finally done. We can start to move on towards the next area. We gotta head back to Kinetic and turn this last one in. I did notice that this is still here, the access key code for the elevator, so I'm gonna toss that. Because that's not gonna do us any good. Oh, I should check these out. Anything good? Not for us. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw, oh, what do you call it? Now my brain doesn't want to work. Brain? You there? You're not dead on me, are you? Seriously. I got distracted now. My brain won't remember what I was going to say. I saw something on the mini-map. I think it was like an exclamation mark, and it turned out to just be one of the numerous copies of Socrates. Alright, you such great work. Right now I am overcome with gratitude. I watch with emotion. May I hug you, Saragos? Discreetly, of course. No. Alright. So this will send us off to Canada, and I think we actually do need to go now. Alright. Hey there, Saragos. You've done some really great work here in the city, but I know Millennium City is not the place that could use... the only place that could use assistance of a hero. Our friends at Steelhead Division in Canada put out the word they've got more problems than they can handle. Perhaps you'd be willing to travel to the frozen north and lend a hand. This is one of the only times I go much to Canada because I'm not exactly a fan. I've already said that. It's just that it feels so bleak and lifeless. And hey, if you like it, go for it, you know? As always, let's go ahead and sell some stuff up. Take the jet to Canada, and I think that'll be it for today. It's not much, but at least we finally finished up this part of Millennium City. We've only got one more section left. I think it's roughly around level 25-ish that we'll be running through there. Like 24 to 27, something like that. Anyways. Good. Someone I can sell to. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Come on. Sometimes it lags a little bit here. That kind of drives me up the wall. Shouldn't let it get to me, realistically. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and deposit our stuff in the bank, the items. Oh, we have 15 invader lockboxes. This is what I think of your lockboxes. This is junk. And by the way, they do actually replace real loot drops. I know some people have said that they don't, but I know what the drop rates were like beforehand, and they did go down. One way or another, they've reduced the drop rates, and instead we've got lockboxes. Fun. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Trying to get this to work. Oh, I accidentally copied something to the chat. Alright. And we'll sort that. Do we actually have anything that's stacked up? No. Alright. Some, you know, if there's like copies where I can merge it or something, so I was wondering about. Okay. We're good. Move on. What is this? Is that glowing? No, it's just something else. Looked for a moment like that was glowing over there. I think that's done that to me before, actually. Oh well. So, oh, right, gotta sort that. Gotta keep that going. Might as well keep on heading out, and we'll just see what we can do next. Which, of course, I already know about, but I forget which part we go to first. I think I remember, but often I forget. Alright. Here we go. And Canadian Wilderness. Man, the Canadians have got to be face-palming at this place, though. I don't know why. But people just tend to think of people as how something was in some movie or set or something rather than real life.
It is a remote and lonely place. It is frigid, frozen, Canadian north. A long slumbering malevolence is now awake, and his corruption can be felt across the land. The demon god, Kikatillik. Just one threat among so many others. Aliens and insurgents, monsters and madmen. The twisted experiments of Viper's Project Awakening. The depraved science of the mad geneticist Telios. The malignant magic of the life-siphoning necromancer, Necro. So many enemies, so few allies. They call me Justiciar. I'm working with the brave armored Mounties of Canada's Steelhead Division, but we have more challenges than we can handle. And we're going to need your help.
Alright, so we got the usual. Alright, so, yeah, welcome to their version of Canada. This is the most colorful part of it, I might point out. Alright, now we gotta kind of go across and see what level these are. So that's like level 23, it's a bit higher than what we need. It's got some stuff to sending out, and then it's really not gonna work here. Okay, what else do we have? 100 Patriots, I think, might be where we're supposed to go. Oh, this is where we turn in the mission. Alright, thanks for coming so quickly, Soragos. Canada is in some big trouble, and only a hero like you can help save us. Well, I guess this must be where I'm supposed to go. That's... yeah, alright. The Queen City I'm not going to do, I just want to show you. It's for Vibora Bay. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to minimize Vibora Bay for a reason. Primary reason for that is that, quite frankly, Vibora Bay is just everything is longer, more tedious, harder. Not my favorite. So, you know, just all the missions are longer, more enemies to defeat, more objects to collect, everything like that. And so I just don't like it myself. I'm sure plenty of people like it. Also, if you're one of those goth people that loves vampires and werewolves, you've got to head there. You'll love it. If you're one of the people that doesn't really want that, you may want to avoid that because that's primarily what you're going to see. Big ol' honkin' chock full of vampires, werewolves, evil angels, voodoo guys. That's pretty much what you're running into, is that kind of stuff. So if you like the dark, creepy stuff, and specifically the vampire type mentality, you're going to want Vibora Bay. If you don't care, you might want to avoid it just because it's a little bit on the tedious side at times. But it can be some variety. It's up to you. Maybe check it out sometime. I've played through it all myself before. So it's not like I don't know what it's like. I have tried it all. And if you're more interested in, you know, avoiding that kind of stuff, like you're one of those people that just like, I don't really want to get into the vampire thing, you may want to avoid that. So, up to you though. The Hunter Patriots are getting a fresh shipment of ammunition to Renegade Run paintball camp, but it's not paintballs. Confiscate their ammunition. To get to Renegade Run, head south of Steelhead, then head east along the road to Leaf Helicopter near Andrew Duggan? From there, turn south and follow that road to the Hunter Patriot flight pad. Once there, head east and look for Fort Lake Building. That's Renegade Run. Stymie supply shipment. These Hunter Patriots want to bring down the entire Canadian government. We need to hit them hard and fast before they get a chance. The best way is to cut off their supply chain. Let's see how low the morale of these fanatics drops when they start running low on not just ammunition and gear, but blankets and food. Come on, Zarogos, Canada is depending on you. And scare straight. Hunter Patriots have been stepping up recruitment among disaffected youths. It's up to us to make sure these youths get dissuaded before they become fully indoctrinated. In other words, get out there and show those wannabe terrorists a thing or two. You'll find them south of the main facility near the river. And beneath the paint. The terrorist organization who calls themselves the Hunter Patriots have been using Renegade Run paintball camp to train new agents. The director wants that facility crippled, and I think you're the one for the job. Okay. We're not done yet, though. This is kind of an interesting one, in fact. How it goes at Rosargos, we're having a lot of trouble. Those soldiers from Viper. Hope you don't take off before you can lend a hand. Alright, so this one, Viper? Yes, and it's an older one, so it's not this one. There's another couple of guys that we do need to talk to, though. I just have to find which ones. Yeah, Hunter Patriots. Those Hunter Patriot terrorists have plans to bring down the entire Canadian government. I'm glad you're here to help put a stop to them. Alright, paint the town dead. We have word that some innocent civilians went to Renegade Run to actually play paintball. Unless you can rescue them, the Hunter Patriots will probably make them disappear. And this little pigment. Our scientists have developed a new nanotech baseball that causes psychic interference. Just the thing to awaken the Hunter Patriots' mental link, eh? All I need you to do is head over to Renegade Run paintball camp and switch out their old paintball ammo with the ammo equipped with nanotracers. That should be a piece of cake, especially for a big-time superhero like you, Zarogos. Okay. And I think Ravenspeaker has one more for us. You call me Ravenspeaker. To my enemies, I am both a trickster and a liar, but to you I will be a friend. With my elemental magic, I'll watch over this land, but your assistance is certainly welcome. Alright. This must be done to restore balance to this land. Rebel Quell. It is one of those repeatables, but we should be able to get most of that done. Except that, you know, it's a lot. Alright. You know what they say about what happens when you back a wild animal to a corner, don't you? That animal is likely to do something desperate and crazy. Well, the Hunter Patriots are like that wild animal. We've made great strides in foiling the terrorist activities. Okay, you're a little ahead of yourself here. But all this has strengthened the resolve to do something terrible. That's why we have to act while the Hunter Patriots are vulnerable. Go take out as many as you can, Zarogos. That might be the final straw that breaks the camel's back. The wild camel has been backed into a corner. Right. Thing is, that's 150. Holy crap, that's going to take a while. That's why I don't do those dailies. It's just like, why? So much better stuff you can do. Alright. So that kind of gives us an idea of where we're going from here. Just kind of glancing around. I think that's it, so go ahead and show you on the map. We're actually going to be heading out to around here. Lots of stuff around here. Let me zoom in a bit, actually. Let me pull that over, too. So, most of it, there's a little bit of an area up on the hill here. This is where your main camp is. There's a little bit of a I believe that's the helicopter pad, and this is where you've got your actual training center. So, I actually kind of like these missions. Better than some of the others. Not nearly as bleak as the rest of them, though it still can be. But that's pretty good. Alright. So, all that being said, hope you're all having fun up there. I'll see you next time.